sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Viking 18, Warriors 70. Come on up. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
First and 10, Eason. That's caught by Waller out left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun is Eason. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll give him a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Ready, Bronco 80. Check, 47. Get that quarterback.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Strip that ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
First carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Set. Liking 18.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun, Mobley. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. At 25 to the mic. We're going 20. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Throwing again. Eason. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Eason. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Eason. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. Bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. So we got to step it up. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Cougar 19.
Kill. Slam.
Go.
From the gun, Mobley eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready, set.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Ready? Undercrush.
Go, check.
This time to the tailback. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lambo is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Watch the crowd.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Come on.
2nd down and 4.
Cowboy 80. I got wide. Cougar 19. Get wide. Kill.
Running is Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Watch safety green. Liking 18. Safety screen.
Here's Jacobs, 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Time to go, night. 44 is the mic. 44. Mustang 19. I got you.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on second down, Mobley. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Dragon 60. 24 is the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Hey, hey, watch it. Watch it. No, no, no. Off. Quick the edge.
On 1st and 10, Mobley. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. Mobley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Mobley. Now screen, it's complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
That's going to be a long day.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Behind his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every Quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Okay, ready?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
44, Mike, 47, Timberwolves. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
70 Lions. 17.
Watch the screen.
70 Lions.
Watch the screen.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Stop that motor.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
70.
You ready? 17's money.
Looking to throw. Mobley. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here is a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Eason. He'll look downfield for and got his man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. From the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Mike spoke.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
44's Mike. Check.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
He's a little boy with me, baby. Oh, yeah. We'll take that. We'll take that.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
44, Mike, 44. Watch QB drop.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Dancing to his left. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Get it! Let's get it! Play football! Let's go!
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Get ready. Get ready.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 24. Check.
From the gun, Mobley. Going deep here for Watkins. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Mobley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Check smash. Check smash. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 17's Mike. 19 Lion. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Mobley. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Montez Sweat able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't score any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Eason. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Go.
Off the play fake. Mobley. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Mobley. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Cowboy 80. Check, check. Check. Hurt. Back. Check. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Check safety.
Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second and 11 now.
Check the backer.
From the gun, Mobley. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Here we go.
A very solid gain of 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Check nine. Switch. Watch the edge. Shift. Watch the shift. Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
48.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again. Eason to Evans on the slant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Eason. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the run.
He better figure it out. Whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
24 is the mic. Hey, watch the flat. Watch the flat.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down, here's Eason. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Good job, yo.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out with 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
24 is the mic. Watch the pass. 24 is the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Mobley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
On first down, Eason. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ball game now, baby.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, high-score game.
Yeah, if I'm a defender, I'm actually tripping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, smash.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
48 for Mike. I got one.
Now handoff to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Switch. Check 50.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Target. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Coming.
Check smash. Bronco 80.
44's Mike. Check. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Check 37.
Check. Lucky.
Dragon 60.
44's the Mike.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you've also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Are able to put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 17. Mike 19 tight. 19 tight. Mike 17. Mike 17. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Hurt. Get that quarterback. Safe.
From the gun, Mobley. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Wrap. 48.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Keep grinding, keep grinding.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, they're into the win column now as they move to 1.